We welcome you once again to another edition of the Phil Taylor Jones Show. And today we're going to be focusing in on something that's totally nuts. You know, when you're thinking that you're flying over the jungle of stupidity, it seems that there's somebody there with some scissors just snap the vine, and there you are, stuck right in the middle of it again. I'm Phil Taylor Jones, your host, and hang on real tight because this is going to be a interesting journey, folks. Let me read something that I took right from the website of the CoExist House. It says new guidelines for shared office, kitchens, and break rooms put forward by the interfaith group CoExist House, argue that businesses should ban food that some religious employees may find offensive. Oh boy, here we go. You know, these Muslims, because we've never had to broach anything like this before, and we've got quite a few religions in this country, but these Muslims, if you look at what's going on in the host countries where they're currently infesting those lands, they want to come in and change everything because they're so offended by what the host countries are doing, or they're offended because people aren't doing the same things that they do, or eating the same things that they eat, or wearing the same type of garb that they wear, or doing things in life's existence the way they do it. I've never seen such a bunch of offended creeps. Well, before I say that, I'll get back into my thing, because I really get fired up about this. My question is, when is somebody in this country going to have the guts, the moxie, the balls, if you will, to stand up to these bastards and say, look, if you don't like the things that we do in our country, and I put emphasis on our country, if you don't like the things we eat in our country, if you don't like the things that we drink in our country, or the way we dress in our country, then there are shipping lines and airlines that are more than willing to accept your business. In other words, don't let the doorknob hit you on the ass on the way out. Go back to your stupid land, wherever it is you come from, and then you can eat and drink and wear whatever the hell you want. But while you're on our land, it's our rules. And if you don't like it, you know what you can do, muzzy bastard. But nobody obviously has any guts in this country, because the main person that should be, you know, the watchdog person for this is a muzzy-loving bastard himself. And I'm speaking of President Barack Obastard. He's even gone so far as to ban pork in the prison systems. I mean, this guy has got his head so far up the muzzy's butts, he can probably see their spleens. Pardon me for being graphic, but I mean, this is just cuts it. Now, I'm not against anybody practicing their own religion and whatever you want to do, but just don't impose that crap on me and make it hard for me to do the things that I need to do as an American citizen on my own damn land, I might add. This group, CoExist House, is a bunch of idiots, or should I say, are a bunch of idiots. They're on American soil, but they're going to tell us that we got to change our ways and start bowing to the waist to some un-American foreigners that shouldn't even be here. Well, I'm going to tell you this, CoExist House. You go to hell and kiss Satan on the ass when you get there, because if I want some ribs, some pork ribs, I'm going to eat them. If I want some bacon or some ham, I'm going to eat it. And if these muzzy bastards don't like it, if I'm at work, I'm going to still eat it. I'm going to crank up the microwave after I brought in 50 pounds of pork sausage and cook it till you can smell it in a 200-mile radius. And if they don't like it, they can kiss my ass. I am sick of this country bowing to the waist, from the waist to these bastards that shouldn't even be here. When are you going to stand up for America? How dare you come up with some garbage like this, that the workplace has to bow to them? Or if you're giving a party, you can't serve alcohol because it may offend them. Get these offensive bastards out of here. They're offended if you wake up in the morning. They're offended if you take a drink of water. They get offended if a bird goes flying by. They're the most offended group of bastards with their nasty asses that I've ever seen in my life. Every country they go into, they try to change it. Angela Merkel is sitting over there looking more like a fried monkey in the face than she usually looks because she now knows that she screwed up royally by letting these bastards in there in the first place. And we're trying to do the same thing. We're already making concessions for them before they even hit the shores in bulk. They're already here, but I'm talking about this mass infestation of 100,000 or more that's headed our way. And little stupid companies like CoExist House is coming up with this kind of crap. It should run your asses out of town on a rail because you don't coexist with anything. If you coexisted, then you would say, when you guys get here, if you don't like the things we do, you keep your mouth shut because we're doing you a favor by accepting your asses in our country. Good Lord, how stupid can people be? Just idiots.
And the funny thing is that there already is tons of religions in the United States that don't like ham, that don't drink, don't like unclean seafood, and it's never been a problem in the nation until the Muzzies came.
The Jewish people of the Jewish faith, some of them. I think the Orthodox Jews.
Christians too.
And some Christians, they don't, want to have anything with pork, or, they don't want to have certain alcoholic beverages or anything. But nobody's ever had to go and change policy in work kitchens or places, rooms where they have food or beverage or parties or anything. You honestly think that this is going to fly? It's going to be like in your face CoExist House, you idiots, you un-American, unpatriotic bastards. How dare you come up with some crap like this? Ooh, boy. If you don't like pork, don't eat it. Nobody's forcing you. But then again, nobody's forcing your dumbass to be in our country either. You can leave. Like Archie Bunker said, you could move. You could leave. Get out. Because we Americans eat what we want to eat. We have enough problems with the stupid government telling us how much sugar to eat and how much trans fat or whatever. We don't need any little stupid CoExist House telling us now that we got to put a ban on pork and you can't have a beer or a little glass of wine or a little shot of booze if you want it because, you might offend somebody. Well, if they're that easily offended, then stay your stupid asses in your own land so that you won't be offended. Because trust me, having you in our land offends the hell out of me. Boy, I've never seen people so stupid in my life and to adopt some crap like this.
What are they going to do for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day? Ban liquor?
You're going to have a lot of angry Americans because we Americans, we love our beers. And we love our little shots of wine and a little libation every now and then, never hurt anybody. And then you're gonna have some un-American foreigner come over and and let them dictate policy to you. And if that insult wasn't, injury wasn't, I can't even think of the phrase, adding insult to injury, then you're gonna have some stupid, idiotic group like CoExist House back them up. I tell you what, CoExist House, as they're packing up their bags and leaving, why don't you jump on the boat too and get your un-American, unpatriotic asses out of here? This is disgusting. The next president that we get, I hope will have the guts enough to do something about watchdog groups like this and to stand up and be his own person, or if it's a woman other than Slithery Clinton or Snarly Fiorina. I don't think there are any other women running with those two, right? Okay, so scratch the female politicians. These pitiful guys that are running for politician, whichever one of you gets in there, I hope you have the guts enough to stand up to bastards like this and get them the hell out of this country, because they don't need to be here. Not be like, oh bastard, and just bow from the waist and grin. Oh yeah, my Muzzy brothers, we won't serve pork anymore. Kill all the pigs. We don't want them here anymore. We're just gonna have beef and rice. Nasty bastards wipe their asses with their hands, but then they don't want to eat a little bacon. I mean, come on.
The ironic thing is you told me that whole conglomerate is not even Muslim at all. They're Americans.
Yeah, I don't believe they have any Muzzies in there. It's some kind of interfaith group. Please. When this mamby-pamby, we don't want to offend anybody. Offend the hell out of them. We're allowing them to come in our country through the good graces of old bastard because we don't want them here. But, obviously we don't have enough gumption to stand up and like they did in Germany. I think there's like, it wasn't really it was a combined effort. It was a million-man march, I think, in Germany, where they were standing up against this stupid TPP. It's TPP, right? Yeah, Trans-Pacific Partnership, or whatever the hell it is, which is a bunch of crap. They stood up against that, and they're standing up against all of them muzzies and the supposed refugees that have infested their country. They are doing something about it. It's a pity that we don't have enough gumption to stand up for what we believe in. But why wouldn't we? Because we've been so diluted over the years, since 1947, I believe it is, when some of this crap started, when they started letting these foreigners come over here on work permits and open the spill gates, and the gates are torn down. Now they're walking over them as they come to the country. So this has been going on in this country a long time, folks. And somebody needs to get up and stop this. What few Americans that are left, march on Washington, and the army, if they had any guts, would set old bastard out on the Pennsylvania Avenue and tell him to go back to Chicago or whatever rock he slithered out from under. Because we're losing this country big time, and losing it to muzzies and any other piece of crap that comes in here when, I'm offended. That bird is flying across the sky. I'm offended. That tree is growing too big. I'm offended. That bush is sprouting roses. I'm offended. Never seen such a bunch of bastards that cry on one hand, help us, and then when they get here, I'm offended by what you do. Screw you, you insignificant bastards. I tried to hang on to my temper this time, folks, but I lost it. This really gets to me, that we're going to be generous enough to do this. And then they're going to come in and set policy. I don't like the way your women dress. It makes us horny, and we want to rape them. You nasty, filthy bastard. I don't like it because you serve pork. We don't eat pork. I don't like it because you're drinking beer. We don't drink beer. Well, I say that we ought to get together and get Anheuser-Busch, Coors, Miller, and all of them, and just drown the bastards in beer and pour pork all over them. Just drown them in it. Forget their halal crap. Here's what I have to say. Mohammed.
Yeah, Mohammed.
In other words, Mohammed. How you like that, you muzzy bastards? Gonna come over here and try to dictate policy to us in our own damn country. Thank you once again for joining us for the Phil Taylor Jones Show. We love to have you. We enjoy your comments and your well wishes. And in this crazy, mixed up, nutty world that seems to get nuttier by the minute, try to hang on to your joy and your sanity, and take care and stay safe. We'll see you next time right here on the Phil Taylor Jones Show. Bye-bye.